Hi guys! I'm so excited for you to be here. My name is Cornelia Pauline. In today's video, we are going to be talking about the 7 proven ways that you can make or build up quote-unquote passive income online. I feel like with passive income, it's always thrown around so much outside. It's like such a buzzword, and most people that use it, when you learn about it and you figure out later it's not really passive income, you always have to manage your income to some extent. But I do want to say passive income because, and I wanted to, when I was doing research for the video, I wanted to really kind of give you guys options where you create, for instance, stuff that or you make income from things that will not require your input all the time, right? So you're generating output, you're generating dollars or francs or like euros, wherever you're at, into your bank account without you having to trade your time for it, right? So let's get started. And of course, I focused on like the online ways to make passive income. So this video is not about real estate or something like that, just because online businesses are my expertise. I have been running an online business for the past almost 7 years and, also worked with a variety of clients. But so let's get started. So first of all, passive income, just so we're clear on it again, is income resulting from cash flow received on a regular basis, requiring minimal to no effort by the recipient to maintain it. And that's something that I feel like, especially when we are parents or when we're very enlightened in our early 20s, I wasn't that enlightened. Or, when maybe our parents taught us that, but for me, it's just becoming to understand this and how I'm teaching my son. Passive income just becomes more and more important because our time becomes more and more limited. Also, oftentimes the more kids we have, the more time we want to spend them, the more time we want to spend our spouse. Focusing and knowing how to build up kind of different income streams becomes really, really crucial, especially in like these times, when there's something changing economically and we're seeing so many transformations happening across the boards in different industries about jobs being created, but also jobs totally nullified with developments and stuff like that. Then it's just really important to back up your income streams. It's almost like an insurance on your income you're already making. You're making another insurance on that income stream by creating another income stream. That's kind of like how just my husband and I see it. And like we're really trying to create kind of this freedom lifestyle. Online, like the internet is so great in terms of having at least one income stream online, is because exponentially there are no limits, because you can reach obviously so many people around the world. It's become a tool that really allows people to create different circumstances for themselves than what they initially had. For me personally, I love it. It's kind of like thinking back to when in California, the California gold rush happened, or the Texas oil boom. So now, just in case you don't have like any income stream coming in so far from any online source, online business, this is definitely something you want to look into, because it's just becoming more and more important, because people are statistically spending more and more time online digitally, and everything is going to be even more digitalized. So you really want to look into that. The first income stream that I wanted to really talk to you guys about is affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing I'm also utilized with, of course, my YouTube channel. It's just something that really provides itself that you use it. So in case you don't know what affiliate marketing is, I'm going to give you a quick breakdown. So you can go to a company, any kind of, think about like an online software company. You might be using online software such as Canva, if you think about it, to create some sort of social media graphics, although I think Canva doesn't have an affiliate program right now. But for instance, PicMonkey, or you're using Slack for some sort of team communications, even in, your corporate job, maybe right now, if you have one, or, you're using email marketing software such as ActiveCampaign, you're hosting your blog on WordPress, you have an e-commerce store on Shopify, and so on and so on and so on. All of these softwares, or a lot of these softwares, are offering partnership programs or affiliate programs. What that essentially means is that and I'm really strongly urging you to definitely always test out a product first and get experience first in the product, and see if you like it before you recommend it. First of all, you can recommend it better. Second of all, if it's actually a good product, right? Which is really important, because your reputation online matters, and it's super crucial that you're really, really conscientious of what you're promoting, right? So going back to it, these companies offering a partnership program. So a lot of the times, for instance, say I'm promoting a landing page or sales funnel software like Kajabi or like ClickFunnels. Most of these companies offer you 40% off the price that someone pays. So say the software is $100 a month, then I'm making $40 a month off of that customer from that software company. So in essence, I'm a partner from the software company because I brought them this person, right? I referred them, for instance, this person, they found the software company through me, and then they are going to go ahead, sign up for it. And of course, only when they sign up for it and they're paying for it, am I making money from it. So essentially that is kind of affiliate marketing. And it's really, really nice because you definitely, besides having the initial communication in whatever form you have it, that could be through, if you have an existing email list, you can send out an email, about a new software. I can, for instance, mention a software right now, and I'm going to as well in this video still, that I'm really convinced about, that I know that has helped myself, like build myself my online business. So I'm gonna recommend them in this video, and then maybe someone who's interested is gonna click on the link and is gonna check it out. And if it matches with them right now, if it's right for them right now, they're going to go ahead and like sign up for the software company. And then, which is really cool, I'm going to make some sort of income from it, as long as they're of course paying for it. And through that, I've built up an affiliate income with different kind of companies that I feel like, first of all, their affiliate partnership is worth it, where I feel like I vibe with them. It's a cool company, and they're offering a good amount where it's kind of like worth it to also consider a partnership with them. Because, for instance, if a company, for instance, just offers you from a $50 product 2%, it's not really worth it, or it will take a really, really long time to kind of build them a good affiliate income, right? So these are just some things that you want to keep in mind. I'm probably going to record another video on it if you're interested. Let me know in the comments if you want me to record another video on affiliate marketing and all the experiences I've made so far, and like just other companies that I can recommend. I'll probably drop like a couple of companies as well in the description section that I really, really love, that are paying out really highly, and where the products are really good, and they have been around already for a few years. So it's not like a brand new company that might have like some tech issues or whatever in their product actually. So that can be difficult because then people are gonna fall off. But for the purpose of this video, I'm gonna like move on right now. So the second passive income stream is online courses or programs. Now, this is a little bit of a tricky one because it does require quite some initial work. It requires some initial hustle, no doubt about that. Some strategy, some education that you have to get first of all, how you're going to build up an audience, how you're packaging some form of expertise that you have right now into an online program. You have to learn of how to create a good program, a curriculum, that kind of stuff. But once you get to that point and you actually are creating an online program or a course, the cool thing about this, and why so many people talk about this when it comes to passive income online, is that an online course and an online program, in essence, you're creating the product at one point in time. And you are, for instance, like maybe every year making sure it's still up to date, right? It's depending on your niche, right? If you're, for instance, teaching a course on how to play the guitar, things might not really change for you, right? It might be always like the same process that someone has to go through in learning how to play a guitar, right? But if you're teaching a course on, let's say, Facebook ads, anything legal stuff, there could be things that are really, really changing in the world fast, and you have to update your course, obviously, to keep your product at the very high level that it can be, right? You want to have an excellent product. So, but the cool thing is, if you are creating it and then 2 years down the line, you're still kind of like having it maybe on your blog, or maybe you're sending out another email, you're doing another course, another launch, whatever it is, the cool thing is you don't have to create the product again. The product has already been created. And because the product has already been created, this just means that you're getting paid for work you've done in the past, which also constitutes in a way as passive income. And it's something really, really cool. It has usually creating online courses and programs online. And by all means, I don't mean that everyone should go out right now. All of you guys that are listening and gals that are listening, of course, to this video, don't just go out and like create some sort of online course or program, right? Educate yourself first. But I'm just saying that it is a really, really cool way to kind of create another passive income stream for yourself, for your business, for your brand, for your family. And it's really cool because the overhead usually is pretty low depending on different marketing strategies. So let's move on. Passive income stream number 3 is blogs. So this is a really cool one. So with blogs, I really love blogs as well, because my team and I have worked with bloggers that are doing really, really well in their niches, and they're making really, really good money every single month. And their blog is exponentially growing because of like quite a few things that they're doing, such as SEO and stuff like that. Now, I wrote down a couple of tips that I want to give you when it comes to blogging. And yes, you might be like rolling your eyes right now, and you might be thinking or have heard about that blogs are dead. But to be honest with you, that is not the case. You really have to just know like quite a few things, but also, and we're going to get to this in a second, when you're looking into maybe potentially even buying blogs as a business investment, in case you do have some extra cash set aside, you will still see so many blogs being offered because of the fact that if you're building up correctly and you have the infrastructure set out and you know how to kind of grow a blog further, right, then it's such a great tool to kind of continuously bring in income from affiliate links, for instance, that are tied into certain posts in the blog, or it could be like ad money, but that really depends on like the viewership. You need a lot of monthly unique visitors to make good money from ads, but still that's something. Of course, online courses, if the blog has like online courses as well, it's just so many ways that a blog can bring in money for you. And I wanted to share with you a few tips that I wrote down for you in case you're interested in blogging. Is you need to watch out for that you really want to blog about in a niche and you have one particular reader in mind, right? You cannot blog for everyone. You cannot blog for your mom, for your dad, for your uncle, for your sister, for your best friend, for your colleague at school. You have to keep one particular person in mind that might want to check out your blog. It can be super niche. You can be so niche like you don't even think about it. You can blog about the 90s gaming revolution, and I don't know anything that much about gaming, but still, that could be something, right? It can be so niche, and that's usually the ones that are doing really well in terms of blogging. And you need to be posting at least about 20 blog posts a month. Of course, there's this rule, the more you're posting, but quality content is important as well, not just quantity. Quality is important, but you do need to post consistently, and you need to be doing this throughout at least 1 to 3 years. So you have to like really kind of keep in mind this is a long-term game, but if you're doing it correctly, you're setting yourself up for having a great, of course, income stream later on as well in life. Of course, the blog needs to be SEO optimized. I'm probably going to record another video on when it comes to SEO, but that's something that's like really important as well, to make sure that it is something that can be leveraged. You're growing your blog into something that can be leveraged later on. And then the design is important as well from the blog. So let's move on. Let me just take a sip of water because the list is quite long, but I hope it's helpful so far. If the video is helpful so far, please do let me know, you guys. Like just hit that like button, you know, show me those comments, and of course hit that subscribe button as well, because I'm going to be dropping more hopefully helpful videos such as this one for you guys, and just like trying to be really kind of transparent and honest about everything I learned so far, and that it helps you guys as well. So number 4, create an online B2B software. So creating a software can be quite the huge undertaking, right? But it becomes really important because if you think about any kind of software that you're using, and especially once you start getting into online businesses, there's just so much potential in bringing in revenue, in terms of like bringing in monthly consistent revenue, right? With any kind of software, because most softwares are going to charge you a monthly price for using them. And it can be $5, it can be $9, whatever it is. If you just think about also the story of like Canva and like how it grew, and I think their pricing, I forgot right now because I've been subscribed, you know, to their software for so long, but I think it was somewhere around $9 to $12 a month. It's just crazy because how many users they have in such a $1 billion valuation, right? So I'm not saying that you have to go out and, you know, build a new Canva, but you could be, for instance, right now in a corporate job and just started out on one, and you're seeing, for instance, there could be some form of issue with operations, right, that this idea could solve. And then the cool thing about nowadays, like I told you, with the internet making kind of like the world become a global village in a sense, is that nowadays, if you want to, and let's say your budget isn't that big, you cannot go out and hire like the best software development company, right, in the US. But you can go ahead and you can look at, for instance, some really talented maybe freelancers in Russia or in Pakistan. You can see with someone that can help you realize your vision, and you can find those kind of freelancers on Upwork or or Fiverr, for instance. So there's just so many opportunities right now there. So whenever you're looking to find solutions for something, you will find solutions for that. And if you want to create a software company, you have no idea for it, you can create a software company. You just have to, again, educate yourself and then take strategic action around it. Oh, and I have a great further read as well. I'm gonna drop it in the comments as well so you can check it out. The number 5 is buy an online business. So if you have, saved up some cash, let's say maybe you worked for a college, you got a scholarship in college, I don't know, and you have some extra cash set aside, that's amazing. You can of course skip a few of like the growing pains when you buy a business. So of course you're trading it sometimes because you're gonna enter different kind of growing pains, but if you want to, that's such a great way to build up a passive income as well. For instance, if you think about it, Amazon FBA, fairly popular nowadays for someone to want to invest in terms of like buying that kind of business instead of building it up, because it just adds like a really great income stream to you if it's in a good niche, and if the business is already proving to really bringing in a certain kind of amount of money each month and each year, if it has good profit and loss like statements, if it has all of their paperwork, everything like that is correct. Just buying a business is a great way to buy something that already brings in passive income. But it's kind of like buying a car wash. Oftentimes, like buying a car wash, these kind of businesses are also said to be great passive income generating businesses and investments. People really use them, and they have been already established, and they might already have people that work there, so you don't have to do anything. You just have to kind of understand the basic business, how to grow it, and then just how to manage it further. So a great way to kind of look at buying businesses, if you want to get some ideas, if you want to see what's out there, it will amaze you for what kind of price you can buy certain kind of businesses. It can go from anywhere between 10 grand and like several $1,000,000, right? So it's there, the sky again is the limit. It's really interesting. You can check out the following websites such as Flippa, FE International, Empire Flippers, and so on. I'm going to put the links down below. These are not affiliate links, just so you know, I'm not affiliated with any of these companies, but you can just check them out to kind of educate yourself more. And they have also blogs themselves, a lot of them, where you can read more on how to kind of like successfully invest in such a passive income generating business. So number 6 is create an e-commerce store. And okay, I'm not like one of those YouTubers out there right now that's gonna be like, oh my gosh, I became a multimillionaire with like my e-commerce shop and whatever not. I know several of my friends, of course, who have e-commerce businesses really successfully. Okay, like all jokes aside, in the dropshipping industry, if they have a wholesale business, whatever it is, you can really create some really cool passive income. And the reason why I put e-commerce in there, even though there is quite a bit of work involved at the beginning until you have automated also and set up your team and stuff like that and hired the right people, so you're creating more an automated business machine out of that e-commerce store than just like working on it. You can definitely do this. I've seen it done over and over again. And so I wanted to put it I wanted to add it to this list to just give you an idea, because also within the realm and the industry of e-commerce, you can look into, again, doing Amazon FBA, private label Amazon. You can sell wholesale on Amazon. You can create and sell books on Amazon. That's also e-com, right? You can sell stuff on Etsy, although then you have to make that. So that's not like a passive income, right? So think again for, something where you can create and put systems in place as well, that you do not have to create the product. When you have someone else create the products, like a manufacturer, and then you have a distribution firm company ship the products, then you have something here that allows you to kind of put systems in place, and you hire, for instance, a manager or executive assistant that is taking care of certain things. These are great ways to think about it. Number 7, and the last 7, is build a brand of you. And you probably didn't think I would say that, right? And you're like, Cornelia, what is this about? Okay. So I want to say that nobody can take away the brand that is you, because you are, by de facto, you are unique. You are a brand yourself. You just need to really realize it. And the reason why I put it in there in this list, and I think it's so important, is that your brand, if you're working on it, and everyone, I feel like nowadays should work on their own brand, you can exponentially grow your brand. It can become and take on a life on its own in so many ways that you might not even realize right now. So what I want to say with that is, for instance, that if you're creating a brand, it's amazing that one idea to kind of add to it of how you're creating a relatively good kind of semi-passive income stream is that if you're taking, for instance, for example, someone like Danielle Bernstein, the fashion influencers on, or also others, like you can, for instance, companies will probably maybe even reach out to you. Maybe it's like some form of startup, so maybe it's an e-commerce business, and they want to collaborate with you because you have like the audience, you've grown this brand, a brand that people trust. So they're reaching out to you for you to just do consultations like every quarter maybe on like their branding, their marketing and stuff like that. And then in return you're getting a certain kind of like profit share, meaning that from all of their profit from the sales, not the revenue but the profits, for instance, that's typically what those agreements are based on, you are making like a percentage. And it's really cool because you don't have to do any of that work. You don't have to do any of that work, but you are going to make monthly income from that. And that's just because you did the preliminary work of building up a brand. And there's, of course, so many other things like in collaborations that maybe other companies and businesses that you can do with, where you can have some sort of revenue share by giving them some sort of asset from your brand that you have worked for in the past, but you're not working for at the moment, but you're just reaping the rewards. So kind of building a brand for me is kind of like just really sowing the seeds. I think that's like the idea, planting the seeds. There we go. That you're just planting the seeds and you can reap later on, the rewards from the flowers that have grown, the video flowers of the seeds or the fruits or the vegetable trees. Okay, I'm getting too much into this metaphor, but I think you get the point. So it's really, really cool. And I think it's something that's definitely everyone has to do. So these were my 7 top income streams that you can do online that are either really fully on passive income stream or semi-passive income stream, or you can make them into passive income streams. I hope you found this video to be helpful. Let me know if you have any questions down below. I'm going to hang out the comment sections, and I hope you like this video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you next week. Bye.